Hello guys, how is it going? For today's video, I did like usual. I collected a long list of things I actually have knowledge about and can talk about and feel comfortable giving you advice about, and threw it away and decided instead to take a topic that I'm not that knowledgeable in and talk about it. So for this episode, relationships. One of my top 3 favorite ships, right after the Titanic and cool yachts. So I see on Twitter all the time these profiles that always tweet about relationship goals and things, and a big trend with those profiles is to talk about how much better people and relationships were back in the days, like the 50s or the 20s. They have a soldier bending over a lady and kissing her and being just like, wow, I wish I could have this. Do you wish that your boyfriend or fiance was drafted and had to go fight in a world war and you had to sit around with no contact but like a few letters for like months or even years? Do you wish that? Is that better? It is true. Things that couples do together and relationships in general have changed over time, just like everything else. But I don't know if it's necessarily all a bad thing. What really are some things that some couples from yesteryear and today have different? Well, back in my day, when you were picking up a lady to go a-courting for the night, you'd open her door. Yeah, okay. I would say the equivalent for today of that would be calling her an Uber. I mean, how nice is that? You're literally calling the girl a whole nother vehicle to take her home. And then you get to go your way, she gets to go her way at the end of the night. Nobody has to deal with traffic, and that's just kind of a waste of gas. Let me just get you an Uber. I don't know about that. Back in the good old days, you'd get your crush's number, and at the end of the night after school or whatever, you'd call them. But you weren't just calling them, you're calling their house, so anybody can pick up. Dad, mom, brother, sister, crazy grandma. And then if you have multiple phones in your house, like connected to the landline, you might not know what that means, look it up. Anybody could listen in to your conversation and you'd have no clue. And unless they were like a heavy asthmatic breather or something, you would really never know who's listening. Yeah, girl, so what do you wear to bed? Got those footy pajamas on? Grandpa, get off the phone and go put your oxygen mask on. I can hear your lung collapsing from here. But now, thanks to our heavenly savior, Steve Jobs, there's FaceTime, and I think that is amazing for relationships, especially long distance, because you get to see them in virtual person, face to face. It's a little annoying sometimes when you've got a late night FaceTime and you've got to put your face back on and look human again. Besides that, I can't really think of a drawback of FaceTime. It definitely is a perk about having a relationship in this time period. Back in the day, Grandpa Jim would have to remember his 6-month anniversary and like 1-year anniversary with his mistress, Judith. Today it gets a little more stressful. There's so many important things to remember, like Snapchat streaks. Oh my god, they will be the death of me. I have never had a 100-day Snapchat streak. I have tried forever, and no matter how loving or perfect your relationship is, sometimes it just cannot complete a 100-day Snapchat streak. Somebody messes up. And when you break it, it's just kind of depressing. It feels like a mini breakup. Like that's something strong you shared with somebody, and now it's over. And now the flame is out, literally, on Snapchat. It's just their name now. Back in my heyday, you had to work for a girl. I once stood outside my crush's window all night through tornado warnings and hail, just staring up, throwing rocks, playing music from a boombox. That's dedication. That's kind of creepy and crazy and dangerous. You held a battery-powered boombox over your head in the rain? Have you ever heard of electrocution? It's a little much, Grandpa. There's only 2 ways that story can end. You get the girl or you get the restraining order. I guess there was more opportunity back in the day to do bigger gestures for somebody and be there in person, like stalking them outside a window and playing their favorite song. Today's version of that, when you see a cool song on Instagram and you just tag your crush like, hey, this reminded me of you. That takes no effort. At least Grandpa risked his life and his criminal record to show you that he likes you. You literally just typed the username, not even the full username. You started to type it and it auto-completed it. Then you put some emojis and said, hey, thinking of you. I really can see how social media has really made some efforts in relationships nowadays a little lamer. Back in the day, most people before they got married would go ask the families and fathers permission and make sure it's all right with them. And nowadays, your boy's just probably gonna post a Twitter poll being like, should I ask her? And your guy's expecting that that's just as good because, hey, your dad follows me on Twitter, he probably voted permission. Even with some of the romantic things you tried to do today, it could seem like there's less effort put into it, but it could still mean just as much to your significant other. Like in 1839 when this guy was in his prime. I'm sure that it would make his girlfriend's week if she came home and he had cooked her a full meal of all her favorite food. I mean, how romantic and caring is that? Today, even if you're not that great of a cook and you want to do something great for your girlfriend, boyfriend, lover, you can take them to their favorite coffee shop that's super aesthetic and matches their Instagram theme. Just looking at the two, it seems like way less effort, but you're still taking in consideration things that they enjoy and would appreciate. You know this matches their stuff, you know this is exactly what they'd like. It's probably just as nice for different reasons. And those are my basic thoughts on past relationships versus current relationships. I see the past getting hyped up all the time versus the current time period, but I don't really think either of them are superior to the other. What do you guys think? Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Do you think it'd be easier back in the past or today? Let me know down below and why. I want to start a little conversation with you guys. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. All my social media links are down below. I do have a new vlog channel, so make sure you're subscribed to that and check out my new merch. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.